Hello, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for being here. So today our topic is PNOE metabolic assessment. Okay, we are doing this for our inventive week topic. All right. So I'm in a car today, so a little bit, yeah. So a little bit about me. So I have been doing women's health movement or personal training for past 8 years, and I have recently finished my natural nutrition course. Hello. Hi, Merv. Nice. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Okay. And then, which is natural path based, and of course, I'm proud to be founder of this page. Okay, I'm trying to get Nick in. Who is the owner of Little Sanctuary Pilates, and who will be talking on how. I'm just trying to get. Oh, Nick is here.
Oh, hi, Angie. Oh, sorry. I didn't know that. I joined. So sorry.
No, it's okay. Go back. Okay, we will do the.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Okay. Bye. Thank you. Sorry.
That's okay. Okay. We have to. How do you turn it off? You turn it off, Merv? Yeah. Okay. All right. That was exciting. Sorry. That is Merv, and so she is from Pilates Unit Gold Coast. Okay. Thank you, Merv, for coming and saying hello. So now we're going to invite Nick from Little Sanctuary Pilates. So, while we're waiting, here she is.
Hey.
Hi, Nick.
Hey.
Welcome, and thank you for coming here today. Yeah, Merv. I thought I accepted yours, but then it was Merv. I was like, oh, hello.
We'll have
So
us all
I'm
popping
just about
in.
to. Yeah, well, that added excitement a little bit. Oh, Nick changed.
She looks a little bit different.
Yes. Thank you, everyone, for coming here, and welcome. If you can hear us and see us okay, please send us a thumbs up. And I'm just about to read bio of Nick, okay? So Nicole discovered the power of movement in her teens to help her get through times that were difficult. She discovered running and found it was a great way to help herself, although she didn't realize it then. Her running was to turn into a passion that has led her to the path of wanting to share the feeling of good health to others. Nicole believes that movement is medicine, not only for the body, but for the mind. She is passionate about helping others realize how they can help themselves through movement. So her aim is to help people move confidently with purpose and without fear. I love that. Amazing. Beautifully said, Nick, because, so many of us are so worried to move.
Yeah.
And we are not sure, how, if we're doing the right thing or not doing if we're doing the wrong thing or what it is. And with purpose is another thing that you added, is because sometimes we're just running and doing things mindlessly, but when we have the purpose, it adds so much value into it.
Oh, 100%. Having purpose, and also knowing that you can move in a way that's safe. A lot of people have this idea, or they've been told that one thing is safe and another thing is not safe, and so it creates this idea of fear around movement and certain moves. And when you can learn to understand that a lot of movement is really safe for you, then it's really empowering to know that you can live a really active, healthy life and not have to worry so much about, possible injuries or conditions. Like, a lot of us aren't going out there playing rugby league or, sort of diving off cliffs and things like that. We're not doing that, the majority
Yeah.
of it. So we're not really putting ourselves in harm's way, as
Yes.
it would be. Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, the best thing is if we can move, be able to move without any pain in a daily activities, right?
Yes.
In a day-to-day things, work or whatever we do, that is the best achievement for us, isn't it?
Yeah. 100%. And we also need to understand what pain is and the difference between pain and discomfort.
Yeah.
Oftentimes when people are beginning something and they feel the exertion of the muscles and they feel that discomfort that you get when you're learning how to do something,
Yeah.
they associate that feeling with pain, and so they feel like that they're going to damage themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And having the right knowledgeable people around you to instruct you, to let you understand the difference between pain, damage, and discomfort is really important.
Mm-hmm. Yes, because it could be very challenging for you to understand the pain, discomfort, and what do you say the other one?
Pain, discomfort, and just sort of the knowledge around pain, damage.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah.
So if we understand that, it's so much easier
Yes.
to keep moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, awesome. So before we start, I just wanted to say that this talk is all about to bring awareness and general information. Especially about the PNOE machine that we are going to talk about today. But this is not a specific advice for you to, for any of our viewers. So if you need help, or if you particularly, wanting the information about the PNOE machine, please contact Nick herself, or we will have the Q&A at the end of our conversation. You can, and at that time you can comment through, and and we will participate at that time. So, so Nick, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
It's like the teacher asking you, like, are you ready now? All right.
Always ready.
So tell us about this, because the Little Sanctuary place is like about the Pilates, right? But now you have added something incredible thing that we all should know, which is called PNOE, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. We've got a device called PNOE metabolic testing. PNOE is a Greek word that means breath of life, literally. So what it is a breath analysis machine. And it's helped us in our exercise prescription. We really individualize all of our programming at Little Sanctuary. So PNOE has really helped us to understand exactly where everybody is at the moment in which they're taking their rest test and their active test. So we do 2 different tests with people to get the information that we have. And it's worn on a mask with a filter there, and then when we breathe during those tests, a lot of information is gathered from our heart rate as well. We have a heart rate monitor, so we gather information about lung function, heart function, and also our metabolic system.
That is how the device works. That is what it reads. Yeah.
Reads from our heart rate as well as through our exhalation of breath. So it does chemical analysis of our exhalation. It also measures our tidal volume of breath, so our lung capacity. So when we're breathing out, how much that volume is, and then we're breathing in, it can also measure how much oxygen we're actually getting into our muscles and brain. So how we're oxygenating ourselves, which is vital to our bodily functions.
Yes. So because most of the time we are hearing more and more these days that how we are shallow breathers, right? So if that can yeah, even the breathing practitioners would, would get a great advantage out of this device.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
the
excited.
insight that you gather from the testing,
Mm,
it's amazing. It's amazing. So being able to measure your lung function when you're at
mm,
rest
mm,
is a really indicator of what your body is doing most of the time. So
mm,
we're exercising all the time. So we want to be able to breathe in a way in which we're oxygenating our muscles and our brain, so our brain's functioning really well. So if we're an executive and we're making hard decisions a lot of the time, you want to know that your brain's working at its optimal point, right? Because you're
absolutely.
oxygenating it.
Yes.
Um, and then in the active test, you also want to know that your lungs are really working well, so that you're not going to fatigue quite as quickly um, as if you weren't having a high functioning lung and heart capacity. So having that knowledge of where your capacity is now
Mm,
gives you a good idea what to do to make the improvements and tweaks where you can, and
mm,
also gives you a really good indication of what you're doing right.
mm. So correct me if I'm not, but so you will do the rest breathing test first. So
Yeah.
you lie down and you just breathe on the mask. So
Yeah.
that is the resting that time. It will read what is normal breathing on a person, right?
Correct.
And then active test, you get on a bike and you still have the mask, right?
Correct. Yes.
Yeah. And then
The
at that time, yeah.
yeah. The rest test we generally do first because we like to do the test together.
Mm,
So the rest test is 10 minutes. First of all, we get the machine ready. We get you to relax and lie down while that's happening. Then the mask is fitted and the mask calibrates to you. The machine calibrates to you, and then we've got 10 minutes of gathering information. So that 10 minutes allows you to sort of get used to the test, get
mm-hmm,
used to the mask, relax the body, relax the breath and the heart rate. We
mm,
do notice that 10 minutes allows for the heart rate to sort of steady itself, because obviously it's a
yeah.
test and people get nervous. So
Yeah.
it will be a little bit elevated at the beginning.
Mm,
And after that test, we get people on the bike,
mm,
and then the test is run again, and there's a warm-up phase during the test in which the machine gets to see what the capacity is when somebody's just sort of doing a casual stroll sort
yeah.
of kind of workout, and then that
Mm-hmm,
gives them baseline. That's where you get that information, and then it ramps up. So then every minute on the minute you increase the wattage that you're outputting through the bike.
mm-hmm,
And we do that until we get to a point in which we realize you can't go anymore. And
mm,
the device gives us an app, so we can see when that point is. We can see where you're really reaching to the exhaustion point,
yeah.
in which your oxygen intake isn't as efficient anymore. You aren't getting rid of the carbon dioxide out of your muscles quite as efficiently. Your breathing has become much faster. Your heart rate is much faster, and you're using more carbohydrates in your body than
Mm,
fats. So
mm,
that information is really important, because when our bodies switch to burning carbs most of the time, that means we're in that point where we're using that high, quick, fast energy for like a sprint. But
mm.
what we'd like our bodies to do is use fats most of the time, so that we're not at that point in which we need to sprint. That's really important and helpful information. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Amazing. So, um, okay. So I'm like, I went to, so I think you explained to us like how it works, and now you just touched on the carbs and um yeah, carbs and how we can use this analytics,
Yes.
the machines, yeah, for the proper usage of our body. What you
Yep.
call what you call the carbs and fat on your body composition?
Yeah, so I guess our fuel for our body.
Yeah.
So our body has two fuel sources. One of them is fat and one of them is carbs.
Mm-hmm.
And when we're burning our energy, all the fat gets turned into carbs to burn because
Yes.
that's how it works. So carbs aren't evil, but what we want to do is bring our bodies to a point in which we're reliant on using our fat stores for the majority of the time. So we can reserve our carb stores for when, like we really need it. So if we're a sprinter, you want to access those carb stores so you get to that sprint. So that gives you that instant power to be able to do that. Most of us, I guess, aren't sprinters and we're not running away from lions. So we want to be able to burn our fat stores more.
Yeah. Thank you for explaining that. Thank you everyone for coming here today. If you just joined in, today we have Nick from the Little Sanctuary Pilates, and we are talking about the PNOE device. Okay, so welcome. Thank you for joining in. So another thing I wanted to ask was that, so who can get the most benefit out of PNOE?
Anybody who takes the test gets the most benefit out of PNOE. It is really a test that anybody can do. So even if you are somebody who is more aged, it gives you a really good rundown of what's happening in your body now and what tweaks you can do to improve your longevity and improve actually your health day to day. Well as people who are looking to improve performance. So if you're an athlete and you're like, I'm kind of feeling a little bit stuck, we can do that testing and that can help see where the potential issue is, and maybe you need to change and tweak your exercise program a little bit to give you that power that you're looking for performance, as well as like just looking after yourself and knowing where your general health and well-being is right now. It gives you all of that information, tells you what your biological age is, which is different from a chronological age. It gives you an indication of your cellular health, your heart health, your lung health, and whether or not you're a majority fat burner or a carb burner. And then
I should do that.
Yeah.
I should do the test.
And it's really powerful because we want to then help people who are burning more carbs, especially while at rest, to switch that around so that they become more fat reliant.
So Merv says, thank you for the information. And Solara, thank you for coming here. And she says, thanks, ladies. Very interesting. Thank you so much for the feedback. So what else people can expect from the PNOE device if I have missed anything to ask you?
I guess what I suppose is one of the most important things that comes out of the test is it tells us what our best exercise regime looks like. So it will give us an indication of how many resistance and strength training sessions to do per week, as well as how many interval training sessions and endurance training sessions we need to do each week. And then that's powerful information for us to make real positive change and learning to integrate that and make that part of our lifestyle. There's also other tips that we get from it, like if our body is a highly stressed body, that we do need to relax. Like, it's okay to relax and it's okay to take time out. So breath work, meditation, and even going off to the sauna is a really good thing for us to help our nervous system calm down and reset.
Yes. It's not only, so it's like almost like you teaching you to how to keep your movement regimen sustainable and literally what is good for your body, and then not the overall health, isn't it?
Absolutely. Like it's a snapshot of what your health is like now, and then it gives you a description of what to do to improve it and make it the best that or meet the goals that you have for yourself.
Yeah, to help it to work to optimal level, I guess, isn't it?
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's powerful knowledge when we're thinking about longevity. And a better word than longevity is actually health span, and that's a word that people are using now. So being a very, very aged person isn't beneficial if you're always sick. So we want to get to the point in which we can strengthen our bodies so well that we have a really good life in which we're healthy, so we can go and enjoy our life.
Yes, it's like my 80 years old client who does strength training, and she says, I don't know how long I'm going to live, but I want to live quality life. You know, Anne?
Exactly.
So she says that. It's so inspiring, isn't it?
It is. It's inspiring to see people like that and work with them, because that's exactly where we want to be. We want to be like your 80-year-old client.
Yes, absolutely. So to our viewers, if you have any questions regarding our PNOE device, please send us the comment down below. And while we're waiting, Nick, tell us tonight.
Yeah. So my studio is a clinical Pilates studio. It's called Little Sanctuary Pilates. You can follow us on Instagram at Little Sanctuary Pilates, as well as on Facebook. We welcome everybody into our studio. It always begins with a complimentary half-hour consultation in which we find out all about your health history and what your concerns are, what your needs are. All of our sessions are individualized to each person. So we have in our group classes a maximum of 4 people to each instructor, and that the instructor that you have on the day will individualize your programming to your needs and goals.
Yes, fantastic. So if you if you guys like to send a message, direct message to Nick, I will put all the details, our website details in our content. And yes, before we go, I just wanted to say that to our viewers and about our event happening on the 8th of September, Women's Health event. I feel like, sorry, Nick, I don't mean to take your thunder, but I was told by girls that we have to start getting the words out for our event. So, and we have only 21 early bird tickets left. And come and join us. We get to meet amazing women, and we get to do raise fund for amazing people, women in Nepal who is in need. So, and you will get to connect with these amazing people. And any last word, Nick?
Well, I'm going to be there.
Yay! Yes, you are. Because you're my sponsor. You better be there.
That's the event. So we're proud to be a sponsor of this event. It's amazing. It's going to be awesome.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. My pleasure. Like we like to sponsor things that are good for the world. Yeah.
Yes. No, you've been, beside me the whole time since I started, and last year actually, and you are like my business coach, friend to talk to, advisor. Have a coffee together, everything for me. And thank you so much for standing beside me for all this time. And I truly appreciate your friendship and, everything. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. My absolute pleasure, Ange.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick. You have a great day. Thank you so much, everyone. You all have a great day, and we will see you maybe at the event.
Yes.
See you, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you.